If you remember, hi, this is Kevin. What I wanted to say is if you remember maybe a year ago, I think it was around May of 2024, I had finished rebasing, repainting, adding to my Civil War collection, and did 2 videos, both the Confederate and the Union. It was a massive project, took me many months to complete, but it's something I always wanted to do. But then I thought, all right, I just finished these massive collections. What could we do? And I thought, we're going to do the Battle of Gettysburg in July of 2025. Hey, I decided to do the first day's Battle of Gettysburg. One, that's a massive game, and I really wanted to make it massive, but I decided to concentrate for space reasons to the first day. Let's take a look at the terrain. So here we are on the battle ground of Gettysburg, the first day. This is coming in on the Chambersburg Pike, over the first hill, hitting the second hill where the west cut is on the railway, and looking at Seminary Ridge. There's the Lutheran Seminary. One can see Gettysburg College in the town in the distance. On the Seminary Ridge, imposing in front of you. It's a beautiful battlefield which will be fought over by 2 different people, my friend Wes and friend John. They'll both take a crack at each other and fight me. This is beautiful. Anyway, I tried my best to give it the feel of what Gettysburg might have looked like. There, on the distance, is Cemetery Hill and Culp's Hill. This is coming in off of the Carlisle Road where Ewell arrived. And there's the Hanover Road on which he came in. That's his view coming into Gettysburg and the large hills above. Anyway, the battlefield is large. It's a 10-foot by 7-foot wide, and we're going to be fighting this in 15 millimeter. The buildings are scratch built out of foam and look very period-esque, but tomorrow we're going to fight this battle. The Confederates are coming in off this road and will be faced by the Union that are opposed across the ridge. This is the view from the roads that the Union will be coming in, pouring in past the monument of Cemetery Hill and pouring down into the town of Gettysburg. And from these heights, you can see they've got a very nice view. Reynolds will be coming in off of this road with the Iron Brigade and Curtis, and hopefully giving the Confederates a run for their money. I forgot to take a lot of pictures here of Wes and I's game, but we used black powder to simulate that first day, and we fought for almost 2 days on this gaming mat. Wes was exhausted by the time we were done. He wanted to play the Confederates as his family came from Mississippi and his relatives fought in this game, and I can say it was well fought. In the end, I think it came to a draw. Wes very cunningly and sneakingly had pushed Ewell's brigade all the way to the other end of the table, coming up Culp's Hill, and actually took it. Wes did a great job, and we had a lot of fun rolling the dice on that day. I think he'd like to try it again, but in the end, we called that game a draw, which I'm glad, because if we had had another couple of hours, I think Wes might have gotten the better of me. Well, that's because I'm 10 years older, and he takes advantage of that. The next game I had was with my protagonist and my chief rival, John. You've seen many movies of us playing, and I tell you what, he was pretty tough. He did things differently than Wes. kept me on my toes, pushing and prodding, rolling really good dice. We also used black powder. I have to say this was a tough game. It took us multiple days to play, over multiple weeks, just poking at it here and there. But in the end, John's brigades, divisions, were demoralized. He did sweep around the back, tried his best. John does that. But I can't give him the win. I would have to say I won this game single-handedly. And I only say that because I can't on YouTube officially say that he beat me. That's just not possible. Do you see all of his brigades at the end of their lifespan? Yes, and I only took pictures of those because I can't really allow John to win. It's not possible, and I own the camera and the narrative, so it's easy for me to portray that, much like in politics. Anyway, we had a great time. This was probably the most fun I've had with my mates. Massive game, great gaming, and a lot of fun.